Okay, the Eagles are number 2 seed. They lock up the NFC East. A Bevel Conway day, you know, just gorgeous. When Sal Palantonio with his shit-eating grin pregame, like it's 61 degrees. It's a beautiful day for football. I was like, oh man, they're gonna roll. He's talked to somebody on the sideline. It's like, we got these motherfuckers. And culminating in was it Sidney Brown going like Jerry Springer in the tunnel. That was beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was
you gotta
great.
love that.
That was great. The whole day was just great for the Eagles. The Eagles were just showing off. They were like, hey, we got this backup quarterback with broken ribs, who, by the way, Kenny Pickett, hats off to him. I didn't think he's the reason they lost last week. I think there were a lot of people that wanted to blame him for the loss. He's got broken ribs. We've all played with broken ribs. Broken ribs are no walk in the park.
Sucks.
And I've never thrown the ball with broken ribs, but that Micah Parsons hit had to absolutely hurt.
Yeah.
He did a good job, man. And to think about a guy who grew up as an Eagles fan, to say, like, you want to talk about a moment that a guy's going to be able to hang on to 30 years from now, no matter what happens in Kenny Pickett's career. You guys know this. Everything we did was for the moments. Like, it's for the money, but it's for the moments too. It's like, you got to feed your family, but at the end of the day, the things that you hold dear are those little moments. It made all the bullshit worth it. It made getting benched in Pittsburgh maybe a little more worth it. It makes like the journey he's been on more worth it. To grow up an Eagles fan, to clinch the division in the Kelly Greens, to beat the dog shit of the Cowboys, to play with broken ribs. He's going to be talking about that for 50 years.
Yeah. To listen to Jerry Jones getting heckled by the Eagles fans at the link.
That was amazing.
Oh, that's a great. Yeah, no, that's a great point. I like the way you put that, Chris. I want to know what your what a career moment was for you. Like,
hitting an incentive against San Francisco in the last game for sacks. I don't know. Like, no, I mean, like the moments, the little moments, like, not the big moments. We're talking about little moments.
No,
right?
I know. I
like
got
going to London in 2018, I'm 34 years old, having 2 sacks, like, playing well and getting a win in England. Like, that was cool. I remember going back to my hotel and just getting absolutely shit-faced and going to a nightclub with Alshon Jeffrey in London and like
Alshon.
And we're having a blast, man. And like, it's stuff like that, or going to LA and playing the Rams, Carson getting hurt and, making a big play in that game. Like, remembering the locker room, remembering the trip, being together. Bo, you remember that trip?
Yeah, that was a great trip.
There's just moments like that you remember. Kenny Pickett's moment is going to be, that's an incredible moment to have. And then Tanner McKee to get in the game and to play the way he did, man, like I see what people were talking about, but it helps to throw at Dallas's number 2 corner to Devontae Smith. That was going to be like easy. And then AJ Brown's like a mini Megatron. He's a Minitron. He really is.
Still
like
pretty damn big, dude.
Yeah, but did you see how big Calvin Johnson was next to like DK Metcalf when they met? Like, you're still Minitron. But AJ Brown is that one-handed catch he made that didn't count. He's just so dominant. He's just such a bully. It was like Howie Roseman was showing off.
Yeah.
And another shout out I want to give, Tush Push is just an anybody thing. They lose Jason Kelsey, they can still do it. They lose Jalen Hurts, they're doing it Kenny Pickett. They just have the market cornered on the Tush Push. I don't understand.
Because Landon Dickerson's 400 pounds.
Yeah, he's
mowing dudes over.
In that,
I was actually pissed about that though. I had to Saquon anytime touchdown in my parlay, and it would have been like $600 to score it.
Listen, the last thing I want to say is congrats to CJ Gardner-Johnson. 2 picks in that game. The defense as a whole, taking the football away. They had 5 last week in a losing effort. That is a big indicator to me on how a defense is going to play in the playoffs and how your team's going to play in the playoffs. If you're forcing turnovers, this group is doing it at the right time. CJ got I think a $500,000 incentive because of his picks. He had to get 6 picks.
I love it.
Ended up with 6 right on the nose, and he gets the bag. He's been a really fun player to watch. I really enjoy CJ Gardner-Johnson, guy I would have liked to play with. So, yeah, this is all
especially for him to bounce back after getting tossed from the game. You know,
no question.
Did you see DeGene in the open field catch him though on that pick 6?
Oh yeah. DeJean can
Watch
really
him
run.
move in space. It's crazy.
It is.
I feel like
crazy.
you mentioned this. I want to. It doesn't make sense.
It's
too white to be that
white.
fast. I don't get it.
I think Turpin was just mad at him for that very fact. Like early in the game when he tackled him, Turpin got up like pissed. Like
what?
Are you serious? Like what the fuck is?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Bo?
It's not supposed to be like this. I was just gonna say, man, the Kelly Greens. Every time I fucking see them on the TV, they look so good, and especially against Dallas. Late in the season at the link. So that's, it's got to be the Bevel.
It is the Bevel,
right?
bro.
Oh,
it's the Bevel.
I mean, the signage in the stadium, the ambiance.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah. They really lean into it at the link. Like they have all the stuff on the exactly what you said.
He doesn't like the Kelly Green. Hey, last thing I want to say is Brandon Aubrey would have hit that kick from 72 yards. If I'm the Cowboys this week, you talk about like chasing a record. Cowboys need to go out 3rd and 17 at the 50.
That's such a good idea.
And just kick.
That's such a good idea.
I would kick.
Pull up from minus territory.
Yeah, dude, just like spend the whole day trying to get him the record.
Yeah.
Because you got nothing else to play for. That guy is a fucking machine, dude. That was one of the things that I was most like impressed with in that game on either side. Was that field goal. That it hit the crossbar halfway up. It's a
61 yarder.
That was good from 70.
Yeah. It was 3. It was probably 2/3 of the way up there.
I forgot to give one more mention from the Eagles game before we move on to this game.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. The
answer the question.
Oh, my soundboard just went off. Listen, the guy who caught the damn Tanner McKee.
Oh my God.
AJ Brown ripped that ball into the stands. Ripped it into the stands.
Yeah, he chucked that.
Impressive arm.
Patrick Driscoll is his name.
This guy Patrick Driscoll is
Patty D,
a guy from Delco or something or Philly, but he just
Father Judge for the fans in the chat, Philly folks.
Dude, he freaking made off like a bandit. He caught a Tanner McKee touchdown pass.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is cool. But he still caught it. Like he still got the memory of catching the pass.
And then trade up.
In baseball, you catch a home run, they trick dick you.
Yeah, they do.
Big Dom and AJ we're gonna give you a signed game worn AJ Brown jersey.
Fire.
Guy made off like a bandit.
Playoff division clinching jersey.
That was amazing.
Kelly Green.
I love that video of him too, though.
For you Eagles
that would have
fans,
been amazing.
You guys love the Kelly Green. It's like, what better jersey can you get signed for game worn? So
no, you can't.
More power to
He's
him.
like, I got you. Look at the determination in his eyes.
I got you,
this
bro.
This guy would die. This guy would fucking die.
That guy's so Philly.
I got you.
He's flexing. He's flexing. Yeah, he's like part of the team.